In a game defined by darkness and madness, wouldn't taking refuge in the shadows be a boon? What if you could freely navigate these twilight spaces, carefully hiding as the horrors move through the malaise? What if you could see in the dark? While survival horror is usually hesitant to empower players, Outlast equips its investigative reporter lead with a camcorder featuring a night vision mode, although the useful device does burn through batteries. This gives you the means to avoid the mutilated psychopaths and would-be Cenobites, but without dulling the horror at hand. At least at first.
I would like to kill him. As would I.
Outlast's asylum is filled with preordained frights. You'll witness scripted happenings and no shortage of gore and blood as a pile of evidence accumulates. Nonsensical religious references, neurotropic tampering, and even a dash of Nazi mysticism hint at exactly why the madhouse went crazier. The big picture is more baffling than terrifying, but a frequent and effective use of sudden jump scares will make you jolt upright and may even make you second guess your decision to wear headphones. Stealth is twinned with a maneuvering system that lets you escape by hurtling, peeking, hiding, climbing, and of course running away, even letting you look backwards while sprinting to the shadows. Hiding in particular is essential as you skulk around the debris-filled halls and offices, waiting to sneak past your would-be tormentors. There's no fighting back in Outlast. It's all about observation. To that end, there's more to the camera than seeing in the dark. Your character will jot down personal notes in his journal if he's rolling tape, and you'll see his sanity evaporate as events grow grimmer. You'll feel a constant need to use the camera, and while you need to keep an eye on your available juice, we never had much trouble keeping stock of batteries, even later in the few larger open sections that require near constant infrared illumination. The video effects are pleasantly distracting, blowing out when you point the camcorder towards the light with the night vision on, and the ability to zoom works in accordance with your cautionary skills. The sound cues, especially your own shuddering breaths, induce that small, queasy feeling players of horror games cherish. Your spine will tingle. Your psychotic pursuers also create a real sense of tension, but their visual shock value dwindles the more you see them. The non-violent catatonic patients are often the most unnerving, with their motivations or ill will impossible to read. And that's the rub on this spook show. The night vision mechanic and hardy range of movements does end up being empowering, to the point where it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. Outlast delivers a decent stealth game to the deficit of true scares, with a story and setting that rarely shakes things up. This may be one game where you look forward to, surprise surprise, ending up in the sewers as a change of scenery. More than a few flip 2 switches or find 3 fuses scenarios draw you away from the insanity to wade in the shallow pools of cliché. You most likely will outlast Outlast's biggest appeals, though gladly stick it out to the conclusion. The initial hours, when played with the survivor's unsure intent, are electrifying, illuminating a slice of fast, animal terror. Before long, it settles into the mechanical, methodical human realm, challenged by a few creative late-game curves. By all means, check in, get a physical, but you might want to opt for outpatient care.